All right, we're back in the grind that is Aion 2. And the fastest way to level has been to just follow the MSQ. Actually, I'm really enjoying the story, which is so weird because when I play MMOs, I typically don't follow the story, but something about how they're presenting the story here, or I don't know, or maybe it's just because I liked Aion 1 so much. I'm actually reading the story. I don't know, it's weird. You know, normally I don't really get into the story of MMOs a lot, but what is this? The Crano Cave. So this is like a dungeon. My role, tank. I don't even know. Oh my god, I have to like... My role, tank. Oh my god. Apparently, I'm going to be tanking. I guess. Apparently, I'm going to be tanking with a bunch of Koreans. This is kind of weird. I really didn't... Is there any way I can do this without... Yeah, let's exit. Is there any way I can do this dungeon without doing it in a group? Let's say create room. Now, I want to do private. And I want to... Room name... Shady's room, and I want to go participation. I don't know what this is. Okay, I just want to go create room, and I want to start. Go to okay. So it looks like I can go to the dungeon solo. Oh my god! I'm probably. I mean, this looks like it's supposed to be a group dungeon, so. So this probably isn't going to work out too well, but let's... A Deva crew, isn't it? We ally with various forces and assist on dangerous dungeon campaigns. Well, you're going to need assistance. Did you come here knowing about this cave? Crow's red mineral. Even the creatures in this cave have mutated under the influence. Understand, crew? Just listen to me and everything will be fine. Is he gonna help me? Oh my god. Okay, before we do this, since I'm obviously gonna be probably getting my ass whooped, let's see if we can't maybe we can like okay, let's just enhance some of our gear if we can. And let's see, do we have any other green gear? 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. I don't know if this is even, this would probably isn't even worth enhancing. Do we have a mana stone? No, we don't. HP. Is it even worth enhancing this one? What's it give me? Okay. Alright, so we... So my gear score is 361. I have no... Oh, this is not going to go well. Or maybe it is. Oh my god. I liked... Oh my god, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Hold on a second. These guys are shooting laser beams at me. I actually like the game. The thing I like about the game is it's so open world. Like, and the flying is just the best. Like the traversal of the world is probably like the best traversal. Like it's so enjoyable. Like if you go to my Discord channel, I had put in some screenshots just today. Just I mean, I was just talking about like this is an open world. I mean, game is open world. I mean, look at how beautiful this scenery is. I'm riding my mount through some like tall grass. There's a swamp, some crazy looking tower back here. Look how far back it goes. This ocean's amazing. You go to the ocean, there's huge rolling waves. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And then here's another shot. This was inside of a dungeon. Some of the like dungeons you go into are really interesting. They're like really big and you go up to the edge of these cliffs and you jump off and you fly down to different like levels, and so it's like you just keep going further and further down. So you go to this level, you kill these mobs, and you read like a clue, and you go down further and kill some mobs, and so that's kind of like a little solo little dungeons. And then here's just me riding up kind of a hillside. You know, you can see this kind of structure up on these rocks, pretty cool. Here you just see this beautiful grass, beautiful colors. You see these huge mushrooms. These huge mushrooms are everywhere, by the way. They're so cool looking. Again, now you get another view of the variety of the game, like how the terrain is very varied. I mean, sometimes it's these beautiful red colors, sometimes it's dark and dingy. You know, there's a lot of variety. Here's inside another like a little dungeon you go into, and there's these creepy looking weird spiders with these big bulbous red butts and red bodies. Super cool. You know, so I actually really like the game. I mean, again, here you can see I'm in another kind of like dungeon. This is actually apparently supposed to... Oh, shit. I've only got like so much time to do this. Oh, shit. There's only 57 minutes. I don't know which way am I supposed to go. Oh shoot! I don't even know which way I came in. I got turned around. Fuck. Did I come in this way? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Ugh. I think we need to go this way, maybe. I don't know. Let's just go. We only got so much time. The world is massive. I think they said it's like 25 times larger than the original Aion game, so it's huge. Oh shit, my mouse is dirty. Fuck me. Let's go. You can see beautiful. The Unreal Engine 5 lighting's amazing. I mean, just the world is so well constructed. Oh shit, I'm getting some weird lag. I don't normally get lag. Oh, he got me. No, he got me again. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay. Oof. Okay, boss defeated. Oof. I don't know. Well, I mean, they did a ton of work, dude. There is so much work in this game. Like, you can just tell. Like, you can't just make a game like this in Unreal Engine without doing work. There's way too much handcrafted shit. There's way too much placement, erosion. I mean, look at the detail. You're not going to, like, go into Unreal Engine store and just say, oh, I'm going to grab a bunch of shit that looks just like this. I mean, sure, there might be assets, but there's so much, like, blending of the assets. There's so much shaving of the textures, detailing of the textures. There's a lot of, like, hand work going on here. They might do a TBC hardcore. I don't have any. I don't play WoW anymore. I straight up quit WoW. I have no desire to play World of Warcraft. Sorry, I'm so tired of WoW. What is the? Oh, I've already been here, right? Shit, I've already been here. Fuck me. I always get lost in fucking mazes, man. It's like I don't know where I've been. Come on. The auto fucking run in this game doesn't work very well, though. Unfortunately, auto run doesn't work real well for some reason. It doesn't work when I do it off of here. Like if I'm moving for the W key and I hit auto run, I have to take my finger completely off the key, whereas in World of Warcraft it actually does a better job of that. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going now. Go into the depths of the cave. Okay. I think this way. I don't think we've gone this way. We've got plenty of time. Don't know if I'm supposed to go down there or not. Let's try going this way. What is this? Is this where I came in? Holy shit. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need 50 minutes to figure out how to fucking find my way through here. Okay, I can't go that way. I'm gonna guess that I can't go this way. Nope. I think we already went that way, right? Yeah, we didn't go this way. Okay, I see some enemies. To the red cavity. What? Let's go this way first.
바닥의 함정은 잘 피해 가라고. 크라우 봉인 수호자를 처치해야 안쪽 문의 봉인이 열린다. 봉인된 문이 열렸다고.
Oh shit. This doesn't look good. Oh boy.
봉인이 풀렸다. 다시 진화가 시작된다. 대박. 도태되어야 할 존재.
Wow, I'm getting a lot of lag here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of lag, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Oh, what the hell, dude? God, Lord. Oh no, I'm getting more lag. Shit. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Jeez. Holy shit. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. I'm so gonna get hit. Oh no.
어서 바위 뒤로 숨으라고.
The hell? Just nothing I could do. Fuck me. No. No, right in the middle of the fight. Server maintenance. I wonder if they were doing the server maintenance because it was getting so laggy. That's the first time I've experienced that kind of lag. That is the first time I've experienced that kind of lag. Let's check out Kanan, I'm sure. Let's go to YouTube.
I pull it up myself, but yeah.
Oh.
Aion posted a new video.
Character.
Getting hit when you dodge, watch this.
Fantastic.
Arthur's posted a video using my clip. Let's see what he has to say. Tomorrow live stream? Yeah, it's at 8 p.m. I thought it was at 8 a.m., dude.
An hour and 28
Some
minutes.
Taiwan update is hail.
They keep doing the server maintenance, man.
Let's see. The following will provide details. Is this going to be the same on KR? Probably, right? It has been confirmed that a specific item has been used maliciously and the following actions would be taken. Book of Souls. Okay. I get to watch Aion 2 in 3 hours. It's not in 3 hours. It's not in 3 hours. It's in 15
How big
hours.
is the client? The client is 56 gig.
Yeah, it's going to be in... I thought the same thing. And then the Koreans were like, no, it's at night. I was like, wait, really? Chonyok. There it is. Yeah, it's not in 3 hours.
Well,
It's at night. Chonyok means evening 8.
Chonyok. Maintenance and you can receive notifications. I will say one thing. Whenever they've posted here saying maintenance, and it tells you like 1 hour and 27 minutes, it actually never has been that long. Like last time they did this, it was the same thing. So it seems like 1 hour, 1.5 hours seems to be their de facto like window for maintenance. Every time they do maintenance, okay, an hour and a half. And last time it was about an hour. So it wasn't an hour and a half, it was about an hour. And the time before that, I think they said it was going to be 2 hours or something, and it wasn't. It was like 50 minutes. So the good news is normally the maintenance is nowhere near as long as what they say it's going to be. The bad news is I was right in the middle of a boss fight that I was just had spent a bunch of healing potions expended trying to kill the guy. And I hope that, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they put me at the beginning of the dungeon and that all the people I killed are still killed. I don't have to go through and kill everybody again. They probably didn't, though. They're probably going to reset and I'll probably do the whole dungeon all over again, which just kind of sucks. But yeah, so we got Kanan here. Kanan's the biggest United States streamer for Aion too. I mean, there's like 7 or 8 guilds that are created by Kanan's community that are running on Asmodean server. Yeah, so anyways, let's see if we can find any videos on Aion crafting or something useful, right? So let's go Aion 2 crafting. Let's just see if we can find anything. Beginner's guide, all you need to know. Secret pay to win system. We was talking about Aion 2 player tips and tricks, leveling, gathering secrets. Well, let's try this one out.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Red Cloud. Today I'm going to be showing.
I really hate when people say it's your boy. It's like Asmongold kind of started that. I don't know why people keep saying it. You're not Asmongold. Stop.
Hey guys, some helpful tips and tricks that are going to help you guys in Aion 2 if it's your first time playing the game. If you guys are playing on the Korean or Taiwan servers, this is especially going to be helpful for you guys. And if you're watching this on release, I'll be making an updated video guide on this as well. I do want to let you guys know I live stream every day on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you guys would like to check out those streams, I would seriously appreciate it. Be sure to like the video, subscribe for more content like this, and come check out my live stream. I'm live every day on Twitch and here on YouTube. I would seriously appreciate that. All right, guys, let's jump in right into some tips. So first things first, if you're playing on Taiwan and Korea, and if you don't speak the native language, pretty much you can go to your chat settings.
Okay, I wondered about this because I was watching Kanan's stream, and I was wondering about this. I was watching Kanan's stream, and it looked like he had said something about he converted everything to English, and I'm like, oh, does that mean he converted chat to English? And I hadn't gone and looked, but okay, so it looks like you can convert, which is cool because I'm on the Korean client. So
go to chat,
the Korean
click this,
server,
and then hit auto translate and have that on. It's off by default, but this will be super useful for anybody who is new to Korea or Taiwan servers, and it will allow you to pretty much just get a gist of what people are talking about and allow you to communicate with people if you want to do so. Another helpful tip that I'm going to show you guys that is explained in a bit of the tutorial but is not explained fully. There's a lot of hidden loot in the game that you can actually just get by just flying. For one is Odile. Odile is something you need for crafting, and this is actually located very commonly in the main area of the game when you're first starting
okay,
out.
anyone who played Aion 1 would obviously know this already. I mean, I don't know why they call it Odile in Aion 2, because in Aion 1 it was called Aether, A-E-T-H-E-R. It pretty much looked the same, and it was in the air, and you would, and actually I think one of the biggest grinds in Aion 1 was leveling your Aether gathering skill, because it took so long, because you, just like in Aion 2, you have limited flight time. Like, I go up and tap one of these nodes, and you can see his bar going down. You'll get like maybe 2 taps on a node usually, and that's about it. Then you've got to land and the time it takes to regen. So, of course, later in that you can craft potions that will recover your flight time, and you can also get better wings and stuff that'll increase the length of your flight time. But in the beginning of the game, it's very difficult to gather Odile in great numbers, just because of the amount of time it takes to constantly get it, land, recharge your flight time, go back up, get it, land, recharge your flight time.
This is like one of the main cities, and also in general in the areas that you're questing in, Odile is just floating around, available for anybody who would like to gather it. It does use a considerable amount of flying stamina, so you will have to be kind of prepared to, take multiple flights up and down in order to actually get the Odile. But overall,
your best way to do Odile is to weave it in between like crafting. So like, let's say you're crafting something and you craft a few things, fly up, grab an Odile, and then when you go down while your flight time is recharging, just go craft something. Like if you're in the middle of, or do some inventory, I try to like interweave it in between things. I try to not fly up, get it, and then land and wait for it to recharge, because then I'm just doing nothing. So I try to go up and get some, then go do some crafting, and then go up and get some, then go do some crafting, then go up and get some, and just kind of, that's the way I do it.
I think it's a pretty easy thing to farm if you look out for it. The other thing that's also like this is cubes in the game. So mysterious cubes are located.
Okay, I already know all this.
Of the for them, farm for the materials in general. So overall, looking out for these small Shugo transformation thing that I've never seen.
Okay, I've got one of these in my inventory, and I don't know what it's for, really.
And a bunch of other stuff that is just really useful in general. So overall, looking out for these small little areas that have like these like hidden pieces of loot could be entirely beneficial if you've got the keys, or in general, if you are willing to farm for them, farm for the materials that they actually give. So the other thing that's available is this Empyrean Trace, the Alt Guard. These are almost like feathers, and that's what I call them. You just...
I'm just watching this guy's tips and tricks on Aion, because I was in the middle of a boss fight in Aion, and guess what? Server maintenance again. So I don't... Oh, and one of the tips I found out is you can actually turn on auto-translate. So I won't have to be reading chat in Korean anymore. I can actually have it translated into English, which I kind of thought that was a thing because I saw Kanan mention something. I saw when Kanan was on the Korean server, his chat was in English, and I was like, how's this chat in English? So, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I'm hoping they're fixing stuff. I was in a dungeon, and for the first time ever, I was having lag spikes. Like, I'd never had lag spikes. And I was fighting a boss, and I was having pretty good lag spikes, like, fairly consistently. And I was like, well, this is weird. I've never had lag spikes before. And then the server went into maintenance mode. So I'm hoping that the maintenance mode is to address maybe some server instability. Or maybe there's just so many people playing on the server. And you were joking about there's nobody playing on the server. There's a shit ton of people playing on the server. I can tell you that, man. Yeah, they were like, can't blame it on my computer, because my computer's pretty fucking fast,
Collect them, and then you can actually turn them in when you have enough.
Okay, I know how to turn
see
it
on your map as well.
Yeah, it's
here's that monolith that I was talking about.
Yeah, I know how to do this.
If you guys are new, most people are using, but I do see people that don't have it. Maybe it's by choice, which is, you've got a lot of it. So that's what it looks like. That's what most people are using, but I do see people that don't have it. Maybe
I already know that. He hasn't told me anything yet I don't already know, except for the translation, and I kind of knew that.
3 different...
I already know this.
Which is crafting later. You are not going to get EXP from that, but every time you succeed, you do get EXP game crafting. And these are used for, so like, to be honest, so I do like that in general. Clutter free, or in general, you get a skin for extracting, and then you also get the enhancing stones, and these are used for awakening hidden potentials in gear. So you can extract it, which is great, and then that way, you've gotten that accustomed to actually using that to clear up your inventory space to get those skins, and in general, just to keep your inventory clutter free, or in general, getting enhancement stones for enhancing.
He's got a pretty good amount of money for
the
only
other
being
thing that
level
you can
19.
do is actually use the trash icon. So the trash icon, you can hit quick select, and you can just delete stuff. Max amount, like if I don't want any of this like lower quality stuff, because I just plan on using it on the higher quality stuff, I can go ahead and just delete it if I want to. So like I can just delete these, and it doesn't really matter. I could have just sold that, of course, but like at the same time, just for the sake of the video, just to show you guys that. So that's your inventory management. Very cool. You can have different eventually different sets later on, and you can even turn on and off your cosmetics. I've been spamming my like base bar. If you just press forward when you fly, you just pretty much slow fly. I've been spamming my like base bar often, and it's actually like been worse overall. So I have had to just get used to just pressing the essentially just my W key when I'm starting to fly. So that definitely is probably going to be something more of a newbie thing that I just admitted in this video that I've been doing. The other thing, which is really cool, the slash button. Like you're right next to your shift key on like the right side of your keyboard, that allows you to shift between essentially like an action mode of playing the game with using your.
Okay, he hasn't told me.
Still use.
Okay, this video is terrible. I mean, this guy seems like a nice guy, but everything he says, I already knew. So this is just pointless. Well, I have a 5080. Let's take a look at this raid. In 14.4, nice. I love the flying aspect of the game. I love how they built so many of the dungeons and so many of the areas in the game such that you have to fly, which is really cool, actually. Kind of, well, this is from the point of view of an assassin or whatever they're called. So this is like an assassin. One thing to note is his gear score, 1500. So this guy's doing raids. So when we get to level 45, we can kind of think, okay, is our gear score close to 1500? Because this guy's like raiding, you know? Yeah. Now the game's not a scam. Hey, dude, I've been playing a free-to-play account, and I've been having a blast. I've been having a lot of fun. My biggest complaint is they have done a lot of server maintenances, unfortunately. And it just feels like every time I try to play is when they do a server maintenance. Like today, I haven't really tried to play much until literally I just started streaming 37 minutes ago. So I started streaming 37 minutes ago and maintenance, right? It's just, my luck has not been good lately. Yeah. So we'll see how long the maintenance is. But yeah, the raids, whatever. It's it's pretty grindy. It's I really want my football team to win today, but whatever. I think what I like the most about the game, again, it reminds me of old school MMOs. This game is very much like an old school, like Lineage 2. I took some screenshots and put in the Discord today. It's just beautiful open world. I mean, look at this. Like, here's open world. This is inside of a dungeon, like a solo dungeon, where you're just meant. And the thing is, I'm actually reading about the lore. Like, I'm actually like when you go into the dungeon, you get all these like little like letters and stuff that you read that explains kind of the conflict between Lord Ishtar, who's kind of the bad guy for the for the Elios. He's the bad dude, right? He's coming in. And he's trying to create all of these Sura. And the Sura are these really like hybrid creatures where they're basically doing like gene experimentation, where they're like crossbreeding. Who cares if it's written by AI? AI writes better stories than humans sometimes. Again, why are people so negative? Dude, why you gotta be so fucking negative, man? Why do people have to be so negative all the time? The thing is, the story is actually not bad, right? If you played Aion 1, it helps because you kind of know kind of some of the the story already, but you just can't. You hate it. Okay, maybe you can maybe see your way out of my stream. I'm getting kind of tired of every time you come in, all you do is bash the game. You know what I mean? It's like if you want to bash the game, you're gonna get put in timeout pretty soon. I'm tired of reading it. Like, a game sucks. NCSoft sucks. Everything sucks. It's just and it's not that anything about you, Duck. It's not bad about you, Duck. It's just that outside of the game, my life sucks right now, okay? I have to wake up to my wife bawling every morning because her mom's dying, okay? So when I get in the game, I'm trying to do something that's de-stressing me. So when people come into my stream and bitch, it ain't helping. You know what I mean? You're not helping. That's why I've actually considered maybe not even streaming that much, lately, just because I'm like, you know what? I just want to play the game and relax. I can't deal with negative thoughts right now because there's too much shit going on. So I apologize. Dude. So Duck, I apologize. I'm not mad at you at all. I'm just saying that negative thoughts aren't helping me in my situation right now. You know what I mean? No, I know you're not bitching about me. No, dude, I know it's all good. I apologize. I know you're not bitching about me. You're just bitching about NCSoft. We know NCSoft is greedy. NCSoft is an evil, evil corporation. The one thing about NCSoft is they do make beautiful games. They make these games and they're fucking beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful MMOs I've ever played, hands down. It is a gorgeous MMO, right? And for the game to be, and the game's actually running pretty smooth when you consider I'm playing with a 200 ping. So the only thing I'm really worried about is if it does come out in the West, right? You know, if it comes out in the West next year, I'm really worried that they'll make too many changes trying to satisfy Western players, and they might do stuff that'll ruin the game. You know what I mean? Like they might, because like I like the fact that a lot of it can be really challenging. Like if you're fighting mobs that are red, I mean, they'll kick your ass. I mean, they can be tough. I will say the combat, unfortunately, the combat's a little bit rudimentary. Like a lot of times it's just, the combat to me is all about position. It's all about just position. You know, it's like understanding where the enemy's attacking, understanding how to, you know, just not be in that area. You know, you gotta, if he's attacking one direction, you know, don't be standing there. If the bosses are, you know, you've got to be careful to not dodge too often, because if a boss is doing a certain ability, you have to understand what the boss's abilities are. You know, once you understand what their abilities are, you might have to save, because you might have to dodge like 2 or 3 times in a row. Like some bosses do this wave attack, like every few seconds they pulse this huge wave that goes further and further away from their body. And it's like, think of it like of a volcano erupting or something. These big waves of ashes are coming at you, and you have to dodge at the right time because you might get caught inside the wave of ash. But if you dodge when the ash lands, if you're in the middle of dodging, you won't take damage. And hopefully when your dodge finishes, you're outside of it. But you can be inside of it as long as you're in the middle of a dodge, because it seems like the dodges are iframes, meaning invulnerability frames, meaning if you are in the middle of a dodge animation, you do not take damage, I don't believe. Don't quote me on that, but that seems to be the way it works. But anyways, you can just see some screenshots I took earlier today. Just exploring the world. I mean, beautiful. Look at this beautiful world. And what I like about the world is how diverse it is. Like this area here looks very different than this area, which looks very different than this area, which looks very different than this area. You know, it's very diverse. You know, some of it, I don't think it's designed for you to dodge. They have to hit you a bit to keep the fight. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I'm not really sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out the combat, but I do think that the combat needs more variety. I think they need to add more, you know, and normally I'm the kind of person who says there's too many skills in MMOs, but I do feel like this game needs more skills. But the good news is I've only gotten one of my stigma skills. So there's still 3 more skills I have not attained yet. So currently I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5, 6, 7, like 8 skills. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but they do different things. Like here's a skill here that's not on your bar, but it's just like your interrupt skills. Like when you get stunned, you can use this to break a stun. Every class gets this. Every class gets this ability that it's almost like a trinket in World of Warcraft. Like when you get stunned, you can use this and it'll break out of a CC, right? But it's just like a trinket. It's on a cooldown. It's a pretty short cooldown though. It's not like a 2-minute cooldown like World of Warcraft. I think it's probably more like a 30 or 45 second cooldown maybe. So much better, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what, like their monetization is bizarre. So there's over 200 mounts in this game, and they are all free. They're all free. 200 mounts. I mean, that seems like such a money-making opportunity. You know, a little surprising that they just don't, you know, that they don't really like, you know, you'd think they might want to make money. Oh, no. Oh, did he just fucking throw another turnover? Oh, fucking Steelers. How many interceptions? No, he's only got 1 interception, 2 sacks. Oh, my goodness. I don't think the Steelers... I don't know why I even care. The Steelers suck. My football team sucks. Anyways. I have played on the Taiwan server. Actually, we could see if the Taiwan server is up. I have played on the Taiwan server. The Taiwan server just constantly is crashing, dude. I have so much issues in the Taiwan server. Here, let's see the update. Like, the Korean server runs better and has less issues than the Taiwan server. So I kind of sucks that I can't play on the Taiwan server. But honestly, Kanan is playing on the Korean server now. So if I really wanted to play in a English-speaking environment, I would just go over to Kanan server. But I was already like level 22, and I honestly I didn't want to start over. because I had spent so much time on my crafting. Because it takes a long time to level up your crafting and stuff. And I was like, fuck it. You know, if I had to start over, you're talking like 25 hours of playtime, probably at least, you know, or at least 20 hours. So yeah, Taiwan was so laggy and buggy that I didn't, you know. It is. It is. Hey, Jack, the dodge is definitely better. It's definitely, and you know what's even more funny, Jack, is that even the graphics to me on the Korean server look better. I don't know why, and it could be it doesn't make any sense. Like that shouldn't happen because the graphical settings are identical. Like if you look at my computer here, right? So let me show you. So if you go to my computer and we go to program files and we go to NCSoft, right? I think I went to the right one. NCSoft. You can see I've got the Korean client installed and the Taiwanese client installed. Each one's about 56 gig. So I can launch either one. And when I launch either one, they are independent installations, okay? But the settings graphically are identical, like in the client. But I swear the Korean graphics, for some reason to me, look better. The dodge is definitely better. Like the one, because when I was playing on the Taiwan server, and Duck here heard me bitch and moan the first 2 days, I was bitching like crazy, saying, "Oh my god, this combat is so like non-responsive. Like it's really bad. Like I'm pressing buttons and my character's not, you know, the skills are available and I'm pressing the button and they're not going. There's like a delay. In fact, a lot of times I'd hit a button and it wouldn't go. The skill wouldn't trigger. So I'd have to hit the button again. And that still happens on the Korean client, but not as much. Not as much. But you just have to understand that you don't press the button once. I mean, when you're pinging like I am, you know, 200 from the United States, right? You're better off just to spam the key. Don't just press it once. You know, hit the key a couple times. You know. I don't know. What's really funny is on Korea, my ping's around 200, and on Taiwan, my ping's around 190. So my ping on the Taiwan server is actually better. It just could have to do. It's just something to do with maybe their provider, whoever's hosting their game servers is probably different. Like whoever's hosting their servers in Taiwan is probably different than whoever's hosting the servers in Korea. So that would be my only guess. Is there's, you know, it's the internet. I mean, it's the internet. You know, if we do a trace route in sorry, if we open up command window and do a trace route to the IP between the two different servers, I mean, it's going to go a different path through the internet. So your data is being sent across the internet into, you know, through different, you know, pops. So there's something networking wise that isn't working quite as well for the Taiwan server. You can get a Korean. I got my Korean account a long time ago, because I got my Korean account for Throne and Liberty. And I've played Korean games on and off for a long time. You know, I played Korean beta of Lineage 2. I've played Korean Blade and Soul when it was only Korea. Not Blade and Blade and Soul. Yeah, Blade and Soul. And of course, I got my Korean account so I've had my Korean account, the one I'm using right now, I've had for, I guess, about two or 3 years. Yeah, and I think if you just go to, if you go to here and try to find yourself, I mean, it's probably going to be here, right? You're probably going to have, damn it. You're probably going to have to go to G2G. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know, or just Google it, but you're going to have to find a place where you can get a Korean account. You're going to have to pay for it. Now, the thing with the Korean account is it's going to have to be a Korean phone number. So the key is you've got to find an account that has a Korean phone number tied to it. And $5, $10, that's actually really cheap. I think mine cost me like $20 or $25, but you know, I've been using mine for years. The thing with the Korean account is here's what you do. Once you get the Korean account, log into NCSoft with your Korean account. You can change the verification code phone number, right? Like I was able to log into my Korean account with the one I got, and you can go in and update your when they sometimes every once in a while they'll be like, hey, you need to re-verify your account, and they'll send a code to your phone. Well, a lot of times the phone numbers that you get when you buy an account like that is a temporary phone number. So that phone number will be inactive after maybe a day or who knows, a week. So you can't count on that phone number lasting, right? But luckily, you can actually change it, and you can use a US, at least for me, I'm in the United States. I was able to put in my US phone number. So whenever they ask me to re-verify my NCSoft Korean account, it just comes right to my cell phone. It says, hey, we sent a code to your phone. I'm like, oh, here it is. Boom, type it in. Oh, you're verified. So make sure that if you do get an account, that you do change the re-verification phone number. But you make sure that that's still valid. I mean, that's the way it works for me. I don't want to tell you something that's incorrect. but that definitely is what worked for me. And Duck's gonna make fun of me, but I tried to buy it. I tried to figure out how to get a sub for this game, and I can't, man. I tried to sub this just the $13, but I can't, man. I cannot figure out how to get a sub. I mean, I even talked to someone who was selling like KRW Korean something won. I guess KRW is Korean won. Of course, you know I tried to sub, dude, because I wanted to pay the $13. Well, the reason I wanted the sub is I wanted to be able to use the auction house. Like, dude, if I'm gonna make money in the game, I got to be able to sell stuff on the auction house, dude. And the other thing too is if I make enough money, Duck, then I can buy Kuno, which is the shop currency. And then I can buy stuff in the shop, like cool skins and stuff. But since I can't, since I don't have a sub, I can't do that. I can't trade Kina for Kuno. Only people who have a sub can do that, right? So I'm free to play, baby. We're just pushing the limits of what can we do on free to play, man. What can we do on free to play? But yeah, definitely Jack. I mean, if you can get a Korean account, the game plays way better on the Korean account. I even was like, I even did a kind of a lot. I was like sharing my stream with my friend here on Discord, and I said, "Hey, check this out." And I had him watching my screen, and I said, I'm gonna say verbally, I'm gonna say click, and that's gonna be when I clicked my dodge roll, and then you see, how fast what's the delay, and I go click, and then my character would dodge, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that looks pretty fast," Oh, does everything call? How do you know? I don't know. I've never seen. Is it like that, Duck? Are you being serious? Everything costs thousands. Yeah, I haven't seen. I mean, most of the Kina that I go for me goes into crafting and goes into expanding my cube size, my bag size. I know a lot DPS. All right, is there anything we can look at here? Let's see. This was the Aion raid. I guess we could go back to Kanan.
계정 통합
괜찮 통합.
계정을 토합한다는
괜찮
말은
투업
뭐예요?
안되마 모르지. 기토?
그러니까 요거 말씀하는
이런
거죠?
올려
이게
돌려.
어떻게 된다고요?
이런 짓을 모르더라. I wish I could speak Korean. Out of all the languages I could learn, Korean's actually in my top 5, and the only reason it is because fucking Koreans make so many good video games. I actually there was a Korean when I was in college. I dated a Japanese girl for a little bit, and there was this Korean guy who was in the dorm that I was in, and this guy hated me, and he hated me because he's racist. He didn't think a white guy should be dating an Asian girl, and he was really racist. He was really mean to me, to the point where I thought I was going to have to beat the shit out of him. I didn't, but I got to the point where I was like, I'm going to have to kick this guy's ass. But yeah, he did not like me, man. And he was Korean, and that was like my only person. That was the first time I ever met a Korean person in real life. You know what I mean? Her name was Kumiko. She was a cute little thing. Like literally like 5'1", little Japanese girl.
깃털 계정
기토
세팅 통합이 무슨 말이죠? I think it's super funny that they renamed Taiwan server to global and then banned every foreign IP. Wait, did they really name it to global?
What? They named it to global?
Merge feathers. Yeah, but like, what does that mean? What does it mean to merge feathers? Like, I don't even know what that means.
So this is a valid question here. He's saying, does perfect dodge allow you to avoid damage if you can't get out? So that question is saying, if there's a boss mechanic that you know is going to, because it's telegraphed, right? The mechanics are telegraphed. So, it's in a lot of MMOs, have telegraph mechanics. Let's go paint. So like if a boss is here, right, and he does a telegraph, right, and he telegraphs an attack here, and you're standing here, right, and you can't get out, right? You know that the ability is going to land, and there's no way you can get out of this telegraphed area. Can you dodge right at the moment that the ability lands, and will it save you from damage? I think it will. If it's like an instant hit, if it's like obviously a damage over time or like a continuous like like fire or something, no. But I think it does actually, or it might, but it's hard to figure. That's one of the questions I've been trying to figure out myself, because a lot of times, like I said, these bosses will do these wave attack damages where it's like the first telegraph will be here, and then he'll do another one that's here, and then he'll do another one that's here. And the problem is you'll be fighting the boss here, and you're like, well, fuck, I got to dodge to try to get out of this one, then I got to dodge, and the problem is very rarely can you dodge 3 times in a row because you're constantly dodging in these boss fights. I mean, you're always dodging as a melee because you're just trying not to get hit. And that's also part of my problem, I think, is that I need to figure out a way to, to instead of, and this is something I learned from Terra. I learned this from Terra, actually. Like in Terra, a lot of times a boss is attacking this way, and a lot of people would in Terra, when they first play Terra, they would dodge. They would go, oh, I'm going to dodge this way or dodge this way. You don't need to do any of that. You just simply move this way. You don't dodge. You just, okay, I'm just going to move over here. And then I'm going to strafe around here. And so that's the same thing here in Aion 2. Don't waste your dodge for stuff where you don't need to dodge. The problem is identifying when can you get away with this? When can you get away with just physically moving out of the way of a conal attack? And when can you not? Obviously, for something like this, you can't because it's a wave around him. So you have to get out. And the only way to get out quickly is to dodge. That's why it kind of sucks. I hate these. And I've run into multiple bosses that do this. You're just like, oh, boom. And then the next pulse is here. And the next pulse is here. And it could be that the first pulse is here. And then the next pulse is here. So the first pulse is damage here. And then the next pulse is damage here. So the one thing I haven't tried is, can I then dodge back in? That way I can dodge back in, hit the boss, and then his next pulse is here, right? Is here. But now I'm safe because, so does the damage disappear on the inner rings? So is the damage only in the ring? That's what I'm saying. And I think in some cases it may be. So instead of dodging out of the first pulse, then out of the second, and out of the third, which requires you dodge 3 times, you dodge out of the first pulse, and then you dodge back in. That way you only need 2 dodges, as opposed to 3, right? And then this way you're back on the boss hitting him, right? That's hard to draw with a fucking mouse, dude. I'm actually a really good artist. Well, my tablet's in the closet, so I haven't had my tablet hooked up to the PC in a while. So, now it does say 53 minutes left, but the last 2 times they've had maintenance, the maintenances have ended 30 minutes early. So I'm hoping this time it'll end 30 minutes early again, and so that we've only got about another 22 minutes.
What does that mean? Merging feathers.
Okay, what he's talking about with merging feathers, he's talking about the big golden feathers. So I don't know what he means by merging, but there's these golden feathers that exist in the world, and you grab them, and after you get so many, like 20 or 30, you can turn them into this pillar. And when you turn them in, it buffs you. It like increases some of your stats. So there's different ways your character gets stronger. One of the ways is just completing dungeons. Like, no joke, when you complete these personal dungeons that exist without the world. In fact, here's these feathers, I think, that, I don't know how he's seeing this, by the way. That's weird. When you complete a dungeon, like, it'll say +5 MP. Like, literally, it looks like, and I'm not sure if this is what's happening, but I think it's what's happening, is your MP, your mana, just permanently increased by 5 because you completed that dungeon. And then these feathers you turn in will permanently increase like some of your. So your stats are constantly being buffed or permanently increased by doing various things in the game. It's not like a regular MMO where the only way you can raise your stats is either gear that has better stats or by like when you level to the next level and you get some sort of, little stat increase. Oh, World of Warcraft, you're level 2 instead of level 1. All your abilities increase, all your stats increase by +2, So
on other characters. Oh, making it like account wide. That's a nothing.
Well, it's a one-time thing though. Okay, it's a one-time thing. These are the there's these little dungeons that you do throughout the world, and they're marked on the map by yellow question marks. And when you go to these yellow question marks, you'll find a little green kind of like looking misty circle, like entrance. And when you go up to it, it's like, oh, you've discovered this dungeon. You go in and you clear it, and it's part of the lore. You go through, you clear it, and there's usually like a lot of them have like little notes and stuff you read, and it tells the story. So they're all about telling the story of the lore of the game, what's happening at this current time in the world of Atreya. And so, yeah, and so it's a one-time thing. It doesn't do it every time, right? And these are just small increases. It's like, oh, MP plus 5. It's not a big increase, but yeah, I think it's just a one-time thing.
Thing burger for us. Ah, yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah. 어차피 캐릭터 한 명밖에 안 하면 상관없잖아요. 뭐.
Yeah, what this guy says here, you can play the game with a bad ping. It's just not as smooth, but you have to learn the pattern of the bosses instead of reacting, which is true. You have to know what the bosses are doing because it's hard. You can react, but it's tough. It's tough because there's a delay, but it's still doable though.
저는 캐릭터 한 개밖에 안 해서.
And so here's the question the guy asked, right? And this is a great question. This is something that I've been talking about today and yesterday. Does a perfect dodge allow you to avoid damage? This person said, yes, it's like an iframe. So right there, that answers the question, which is kind of what I thought. That's what I was seeing in the game. Like if you're dodging, right at the moment ability hits the ground on you, if you're currently in a dodge, you're invulnerable. So the dodge is an iframe.
두 개 언제 키워요 지금?
Now he's saying, what passives do you guys max level? That's the thing too, is like I hope you can respec, because I'm putting points into passives and stuff, and it's like we don't know if you can max everything out. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you've got 6 different passives and you rank them up, can you rank all of them to max, or can you only rank a few of them to max? So it's kind of, I've been kind of putting points willy-nilly, but it could be that I end up with not the optimal build, right? The respec points, but I could end up with I'm sure there's a way to respec, but it could just be, okay, we'll re-roll, create a new character, which is not a bad thing, because you play again, and it's only going to make you better if you level up again.
Ain't no way. I ain't got no time for a second goddamn characters. Hell, fuck that.
Yeah. Now see what he said right there? This game, and Aion 1 was the same way. In Aion, you don't have alts. It's pretty tough because there is so much to do on just one character. And the one thing someone mentioned earlier, which is kind of sucks, is in Aion 1 there were different types of gear based on your class. Like if you were an assassin, you wore leather. If you were a cleric, you wore chain. If you were like a gladiator, you wore plate. In this version, it looks like that's not the case. It looks like there's just gear. Like anybody can wear anything. That's what it looks like. Because there's no designation on my gear that says chain or leather or cloth. So that's weird. That's bizarre. Because one of the reasons clerics were so tanky in Aion 1 is because they were wearing chainmail, and chainmail had higher defense. But it wasn't because chainmail had higher armor. Like armor, I don't remember armor being a thing in Aion 1. It was more, you have a defense skill and like an attack skill, and you have a crit skill, right? You have defense, attack, crit. Defense was what made you tankier, and defense wasn't really armor, you know? Yeah, well, I don't expect him to change it, but my question is, if there's only one type of gear, does that mean they're just automatically adjusting the stats based on the class? For example, if I get a piece of gear and I'm a Templar, and a magic user, what is it, sorcerer, I think in this game, a sorcerer gets the same piece of gear, if we both get like a defense stat, is it going to be the same? Is my defense stat going to be a lot higher than theirs if they get defense? You know what I mean? Actually, that's something we could ask Kanan. Maybe he would know. I fucking hate Twitch though. Fuck, I hate Twitch. Because I don't have a sub, or I don't know. I I fucking end up watching ads and stuff. I fucking hate Twitch, dude. Is he not online? No, he's live.
If you spacebar an attack in Lost Ark, I can't remember if you take damage. I know you don't take. I know you don't take CC, but do you take damage? Maybe you do. In Lost Ark, you do. Okay, yeah, it's just the tier 3, just your alt where you don't take damage, right? I think. Yeah. Yeah, you don't take CC. Okay. Yeah. Done with Aion 2? It's at maintenance right now. Yeah, the servers are at maintenance. Too many iframes really feels bad for the fight. Yeah, it could, right? It absolutely could, but like to say it's broken, you know, I'm just saying it's not broken if everyone has it, is what I'm saying, right? But you guys are you're probably saying that loosely. So BDO full of iframes is ass. Yeah, like ninja iframes, right?
Oh yeah,
Ninja
Oh yeah, BDO's got ridiculous amount of iframes. It's insane. Same thing with
iframes.
Sork has shit tons of iframes.
It seems all gears, not like Aion 1, known chainmail. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there is. Can you make a video about Endgame? I need to experience it more before I make a video on it. Aion 2 dash gives it CC immunity as well. So the Aion 2 dash.
So he did
take damage.
So he did respond to my thing, but he didn't respond because I said, well, how does stats work for these classes if they're all using the same gear? He didn't respond to that. He just said, yeah, it seems like it's all the same gear.
Protected.
Right? So it's one of those things.
It feels very tight.
Yeah. What was the question?
With 175 ping, will PvP be nearly impossible for me? No, man. Open world PvP, you can always, in MMOs, you can always PvP with high ping. You're just going to always be gimped. That's all it is, man. It's more or less, you're playing with like a 10% attack speed debuff.
Yeah.
Which class is broken by far for you? Templar for now. What's up, Solid? You don't take damage with the perfect dodge. Do you guys know how many frames?
Does
NCSoft want us to stop playing? Well, this is an Asian launch, and taking the servers down for an hour and a half to fix up servers and improve the game at this time of the day is reasonable. Right? Because the servers went down at 5 a.m. local time. That's for an hour and a half. That's a reasonable time.
Oh, so yeah, so they're doing maintenance at 5 a.m. for Korea. Yeah.
Dodge is at the start of your dodge animation.
Yeah.
How's your English so good? I'm American. I'm Korean American. You just woke up? Yeah, we've got like, what do we have? An hour?
Well, it says an hour.
I don't know if there's an LEO server on KR with English speakers. You could always join the opposite server of us. You could do that. Your Korean is bad in their terms? Yes. This is bad for MMO fans. What is that?
Every year I put together a video taking a look at all of the currently in development MMOs we have.
Oh, this is Ghost. This is Ghost. Oh, we could fish on Inven. What is this?
What is Inven?
Look at Inven.
What is Inven? I don't even know what Inven is.
This is a guide for hitting 1600.
Oh.
I hate Korean fucking sites, man. Live broadcast.
Ion2.inven.ko. Let's see. Ion2.inven.ko. Was it KR?
Korean UX sucks. As a Westerner, dude, I hate Korean interfaces, man. It's like, bruh. It's like I just want to go to the main thread area, right? Like with the list of all the postings. Like, where do I even fucking go for that? Like, where do I go? Here, like bulletin board for like each server. Like, where is just say like common community? Maybe it's just formatted like, no, this is an actual post. Fucking hate this site so bad. Let's go here.
Yeah, this site looks like fucking 1995, doesn't it? Like this, even look at the size of it. Look at the size of the. It's still running in a resolution of like 1024 by.
Topic of Aion 2. Let's do that.
It's still running in a resolution of like 10. See the site's like still running in like a 1024 by 768 resolution, man.
Which is what is? Can a hot topic be in the free vault?
Thank you,
Okay.
Dope93, for resubscribing for 8 months.
Dope. Thank you, man. Thank you for the 8 months. Thank you. Aion 2 fully. Seems like there are more Loa users here than Aion 2. Yeah, Loa users. A lot of Loa users. Lost Dark Andes. It doesn't taste like old dog meat. Wait. Let's go here. There are no responses there.
Yeah. This is kind of lame. Yeah, the one thing that's interesting is it's very difficult to find information on like Aion 2. Like if you're trying to find guides and stuff, like I mean, there's a few things. I mean, there's stuff out there. I shouldn't say it's hard because there's plenty of videos on Aion 2, but what I found so far is the best way to learn Aion 2 is to play it, is to be in the game just figuring it out. So and actually the game does a pretty good job. It teaches you, the game has, when you go through like the quests, it teaches you how to enchant. It teaches you what to do with the golden feathers. It teaches you kind of how to craft. So it does kind of walk you through most of the simple game systems, but not all of them. Even if they shared info on how to make gold in the game, I'd still fail at it. I'm always bad at making gold. Aion 2. What is all? Can we translate this to English? Here, all right. Let's troll. Here, let's just watch some Booty Bay stuff. Aion 2. I'm looking at Discord. Okay, here's something that came out at 3:15 p.m. As many of you have noticed, there's currently maintenance going on, and the servers are expected to be down for 1.5 hours. According to this, the adjustments and fixes are Guardian General Nakma has been changed so that all races can use it. Fixed an issue wherein the Abyss chat messages from other matchmaking servers would occasionally appear. Actions regarding malicious use of certain items. Apparently, people were maliciously using certain items. After confirming cases of malicious, items such as soul book initially. Okay, whatever. So it looks like this maintenance was mostly just to fix people abusing something, which just kind of sucks. But yeah, maintenance time may be extended depending on the work progress. I hope not. Luckily. And I don't, knock on wood, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here, but they have not been like World of Warcraft. When World of Warcraft says they have maintenance and they say, oh, it's an hour maintenance, it always turns into like 3 hours. So far, the last 2 maintenance windows have been 1.5 hours and they've been less than that. So hopefully, my wife's going to be home probably around 8 o'clock. So I've got about another 4 hours. To play, maybe. That's why I'm kind of bummed that they did the maintenance. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but it's funny they did the IP lock. They did the IP lock on the Taiwan servers, and I think the reason they did that was because they were having so many issues on the Taiwan servers, and they figured, well, one of the ways we can fix these Taiwan servers is just stop letting all these Americans or all these Europeans and Americans in, right? Because I don't really think that was the main issue, but there were a lot of English-speaking people. Like when you went to the Taiwan servers, there were a ton of English-speaking people in them. But just by judging by the character names, there were a lot of English character names. In fact, I saw more English character names on the Taiwan server than I did Taiwan, Thai names or whatever. Taiwanese names. All right, let's go see if my football team lost. I'm sure they did, because they suck. Well, let's see. ESPN NFL scores. I'm sure they lost. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. How much time's left in the game? They're down by 3 points, and the other team's 4th and 2 with their own 40. So if they get the ball back, I guess they might be able to win. Okay, the Steelers have it 1st and 10 on their own 11-yard line. They're down 3 points. I guess they could come back and win. All right, Aion 2. Best craft. Let's just do crafting again. I want to see if there's any Aion 2 crafting guides. What is this? Secret pay-to-win system. This is a month ago. I want to see something that's from like a couple hours ago. 1 day ago. Highest DPS. What's this? Who would win? $1 billion company versus one Russian DDoS? Or what is this?
Right. So I'm playing Aion 2, right? And I'm gonna do a review on the free-to-play, on the end game, and everything that the game has to offer, you know. But we have been having a lot of problems to log in, to play the game, to actually not be disconnected from the game. And I want to talk a little about it and explain like what's up. So the first things first is just a normal MMO launch, right? When you launch the game, like every MMO always have a bunch of connection issues, character creation issues, and a lot of like traffic because the game just released. That's normal. But what's happening right now is actually not due to just that. On the start of the few days,
Aion 2 finally launched in Korea
Aion 2 is the perfect example of everything wrong with the MMORPG genre today. Okay, let's see.
and Taiwan, and honestly, to absolutely nobody's surprise, it wasn't what anyone expected. And not in the good, oh wow, this exceeded my hype way. More like the quiet disappointed, yeah, I knew this was gonna be bad, but damn, I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. I had every intention of doing a proper review, first impressions, system breakdown, maybe some constructive optimism mixed in, but at some point I just stopped and asked myself, for what? What's the point of breaking a game down piece by piece when I can't even push myself to reach max level? And that's where the story really starts, the part where even low expectations still weren't low enough. Years of failed MMORPG launches have conditioned players like us to approach new releases cautiously. You learn to temper your hype, you tell yourself it's just another wait and see situation. But even with all that skepticism, Aion 2 still managed to hit a level of disappointment that felt almost impressive. Because if you move aside all the launch chaos, the server crashes, the endless DDoS attacks, the bugs and verification issues, the broken login servers, even if you remove all of that and pretend that the monetization doesn't exist, the core game simply isn't good enough for 2025 standards. And that's the part nobody wants to hear, but we need to talk about. This wasn't a case of a good game buried under technical issues, it was a case of a weak foundation with everything else collapsing on top of it. NCSoft's entire plan with Aion 2 was obvious. Drop a quick nostalgia-fueled cash grab, let the classic crowd carry the hype, and pray that people don't notice the game beneath all the marketing. The problem is simple, nostalgia is only useful when you're building on something that deserved it in the first place. I never played classic Aion, so the nostalgia card didn't hit me. I came into Aion 2 with fresh eyes, comparing it to the current MMO landscape. Games that have evolved, systems that have matured.
If you came into Aion 2 never having played Aion 1, it would definitely not be good, right? because of the way some of the systems in Ion 1 work, because of the way the gathering works, because of the way the flying works, like having to fly up into the air and try to gather the Aether and only having so much time to get it, trying to grab how long it takes to gather stuff, because it takes time, and then a lot of times it fails. I mean, I could see somebody who's never played Ion 1 come in and they would just hate all that. They would absolutely hate it. And then also, I don't know what else I could think of that they really hate. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I can't, because I mean the combat and the quests are not any different than any other MMO. But I could definitely see the crafting and the gathering would be a lot more painful for people to digest. Also, I would say inventory management is a lot more painful. Transferring stuff from your bags to the bank is really annoying, because you've got to click on the item in your bag, then you've got to click. Maybe there's a quick way. There might be a quicker way to do it. I'll have to try. There might be. I just have to figure it out. But as it is right now, what I'm doing is I'm clicking the item, and then I have to hit the max button, which puts the maximum amount into the trade thing in the middle, and then I have to actually hit the button that says go ahead and do it. So it's like click. There's like 3 clicks just to move something from my bag to the bank. And it's kind of sucks. It sucks. It's very time consuming. But if you'd played Ion 1, a lot of these things were in Ion 1, so you're just used to it. So it doesn't bother you, because like, well, this is the way Ion 1 was. So I dealt with it there, I can deal with it here. So this guy, having never played Ion 1, coming in and thinking this is going to somehow be like a next gen MMO, yeah, he's going to be disappointed.
And players who expect more than a mobile tier auto padding and 2015 graphics.
Now if he's saying this is 2015 graphics, I don't know what fucking game he's looking at, right? If he's saying this is 2015 graphics, what game are you looking at, bro? This ain't 2015 graphics. Also, the autopathing, again, the autopathing doesn't bother me. And in fact, autopathing, the first time I ever had autopathing in a game that I thought was acceptable was BDO, because BDO's world is very big. And BDO doesn't have super fast traversal, right? It does once you get like a horse like leveled up to super duper fucking fast horse. And then there's even horses that can fly, which I've never got one of those in BDO, right? But if you don't have that, which most people don't, especially in the beginning of BDO, the first 3 or 4 years that BDO was out, traveling around the world is very slow. So having to sit there and hold down the button, hold down, or just auto run, which is not going to really work that well, because usually you're running down a road and the roads are very curvy and windy and they go up and down hills. And if you're just auto running, you're going to run into something, or you're going to run off the road into a pack of mobs and they're going to kill you. So having the auto pathing in BDO is actually fantastic. It's actually great. It's a great system. A lot of times you can pull up the map and travel from one place to another place in the world in BDO that takes literally 10 minutes, 10 minutes travel time. And so you just start your character, and then you go into the kitchen and make yourself a sandwich or make yourself a drink. So I actually really enjoyed it. And this game has the same thing, so it doesn't bother me at all. I don't think it's a negative. Someone's saying, oh, it's got autopathing. It's only there if you choose to use it. No one's forcing you to use autopathing. Like, if you want to walk and control your character from one point to the next, of course you can. So no one's forcing you to autopath. So again, I don't see why that's a negative.
And Aion 2 simply wasn't there. Honestly, if they had just remade Aion Classic in Unreal Engine 5, polished it, modernized it, kept the identity intact, that would have been the safer, smarter, and probably more profitable play. But no, instead we got something that looks like it fell out of a different decade. The fact that Aion 2 can be played on mobile should have been the first red flag, not because...
Well, again, the fact that Aion 2 can be played on mobile should... No fucking shit, dude. No fucking shit, Sherlock. Every fucking MMO, every major MMO that's come out in the past 5 years, I'd say 80% of them can be played on mobile, right? A lot of them can be played on mobile, especially the Eastern. If it's an Eastern MMO, it's probably 90% of them can be played on mobile. We look at what's a good example? I mean, even BDO can be played on mobile now, but it wasn't originally played on mobile. But there's so many Odin Valhalla, mobile. Lost Ark, I think, can be played on mobile. Throne of Liberty, mobile. What's that other one that's coming out? Crimson Desert, I think, can probably be played. Actually, no, Crimson Desert maybe not. Crimson Desert might be a good game, but it's more of a single player RPG than it is a MMO. But it looks fun. The combat looks really cool. So Crimson Desert is something that I'm pretty interested in. And then the Horizon Zero Dawn MMO, which I was super excited for, is fucking mobile, right? It's mobile. This game, come on. I mean, anything, if you're surprised that a Korean game is mobile, then what? You shouldn't be making a video complaining about a game having mobile stuff in it when you knew 3-4 years ago that they were building it to work on mobile. Why are you complaining? You've known that for 4 years. I mean, I hate these reviews that do this kind of shit, that do like negative reviews. And I'm not trying to say the game's good. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying don't make a review and try to bomb it for something that you already knew about 4 years ago. Why are you fucking even playing the game? You already knew it was going to have mobile features. You already knew it was going to have auto pathing, which you don't have to use if you don't want to. You already knew that shit was going to be there. You probably saw it in the fucking gameplay trailers. And yet now here it is 4 years later, the game's come out. You're playing the game saying, you self-said at the beginning of this video, I was going to make all these videos on how to do all the different systems, and I was so stoked, but this game sucks. It's got mobile features. No shit, Sherlock. They told you that 4 years ago. Just come on. So he gets the thumbs down. People are so fucking stupid, bro. Bro. Oh, man. Oh, it looks like this maintenance might actually go the distance. We'll see. I hope it doesn't go more than the distance. Let's see if we can find some other nasty bullshit. I guess we can check the score by Steelers game again, but I'm sure they've lost already. I wish they would just lose all the games so they can draft themselves a decent quarterback next year. All right, we got, let's see, Steelers. And they don't have the ball. Yeah, they're fucked. Well, it is 3rd and 7. They might get the ball back with like a minute and a half, but yeah, they're screwed. They fucking suck. All right, let's take a look. So is there an Aion review that actually is good? All we've seen is negativity. Aion 2, is it good? Look, Aion 2 is the worst MMO launch I've ever seen. Of course, Kira's going to bomb anything. Aion 2, the secret pay-to-win system. I don't like this guy anymore. Like, this guy used to do content, and he always sounded like he was interested. Now he does videos. It looks like someone's behind him with a gun to their head, making him make the video. He doesn't even look like he's enjoying making content anymore. Like, when you're a streamer and you don't enjoy content anymore, just, don't do it anymore. It's like, why are you streaming, dude? He doesn't even look like he's enjoying it. Aion 2 review after videos. This was the one we watched yesterday. It was actually a really good review. Aion 2 first impressions 2 days ago. Society Gaming.
Aion 2 was released.
Okay, this guy is an actual sponsor. I mean, he's actually a official Aion 2 streamer, I think. So he's gonna be probably pretty pro.
On servers in Taiwan and Korea on November 18 of 2025. That was just 2 days ago, so it's time for first impressions and early review of the game. In today's video, and also here during live stream, I'm going to talk about how do I feel about the game after playing this game.
In today's video, where are the nuclear vessels? Can you tell me where the nuclear vessels are?
Pretty much intensively after release, you will hear everything.
Am I being racist? Probably.
What you need to know
Aion 2 in Korea.
About in-game features,
combat,
character design, pay-to-win,
Pay-to-win.
battle
I love this guy.
passes, and much more. So let's dive into today's video. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see complicated characters here. One is a chanter here,
Characters.
level 10. Another character here is a cleric, level 13. So first impressions, when you start to play the game, you'll get yourself into beautiful cutscenes. You will immediately see beautiful graphic design of the game, and definitely you're going to be stunned by graphical design of the game. Even here in the game, I can show you here. Let's jump a little bit into open road. That is the first thing which you'll notice here regarding graphic design of Aion 2. I have to say that NCSoft have really utilized Unreal Engine 5 until maximum. Game is looking extraordinary, beautiful. Character creation of this game is looking amazing. Best new character creation ever in MMORPGs belongs to Aion 2. Until this moment, that was maybe character creation of Black Desert Online, or maybe character creation of Throne and Liberty, which are also beautiful games, but now, this is it. Aion 2 have the best character creation in MMORPG chanter. The main elements, and I would dare to say main element, is a good combat. How is looking combat in Aion 2? Let's check it out. I'm here. This is my cleric character. You can see a little bit of presentation of early combat, how it's looking. You can see clearly your character can move while you attack. You have 2 modes of the combat: action mode, which I'm currently using, and Aion 1 legacy mode. It's up to you to pick depending on your gameplay style. However, you can see just from this short clip that combat of this game is really good. It's actually a mix. It's a hybrid of action combat and tab target combat.
Yeah, this guy's not going to say anything. Hey, Nox, what's up? This guy's not going to say anything negative about Aion. He's an Aion too, Andy. Hey, what's up, Nox? How you doing, man? So I started streaming about an hour and 30 minutes ago, and I was about 30 minutes into the stream, and the servers went down for maintenance. So we've been sitting here for almost an hour waiting for the servers to come back up. I mean, honestly, I probably should have just went and taken a nap. But I've been drinking Mountain Dew, so I probably couldn't nap right now. I got too much caffeine in me. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think Aion 2 is one of those games that, you know, I think you really would have to sink a lot of time into this game. And I think you'd have to really enjoy PvP. Like, if you really like PvP and you want to really kind of do, like, maybe team-based PvP, or I don't know what kind of battlegrounds or anything they have in this game. But, I mean, I think that, like, kind of, you know, large-scale PvP could be really fun. And I have, you know, the one review we watched yesterday, the guy said that PvP encounters can actually be quite fun. But I do think they need to fix some of the issues they have with the latency. The dodge roll isn't always working the same. It's not super consistent. So there are some issues they need to fix. You haven't been able to log for it. The thing is, Nox, what the Taiwan servers did is they locked people out. If you're not using a VPN, like if you're not using a VPN, Nox, you will not be able to get in, right? Like you will not be able to get in if you're not using a VPN. They have actually soft locked or hard locked, however you want to call it. They are not letting people who are looking like they're from like the United States or other countries in. Yeah. And I don't know if it's because they were just having so many issues on their server. They said, you know what, let's just like limit the server to just Taiwanese people, you know, just to kind of limit so it's not so crowded. I mean, Kanan was originally going to play on Taiwan, and now Kanan's completely playing on the Korean servers. Also, the Korean servers they play better. And like actually the guy came in the stream, Jack came in the stream earlier and asked me, he's like, is it true that the Korean servers, the dodge works as more responsive? And I said, yes, it is. It's 100% true. Once I went over to the Korean server and started playing the Korean server, all of a sudden I felt like the combat was okay. I was like, oh, the combat feels pretty good. But when I was playing on the Thai server, the combat felt bad. It felt very unresponsive. Like I was like, man, this feels bad. I'm like hitting buttons, but my character's not doing anything, you know? So I feel sorry for anybody who's playing on the Thai servers through a VPN and has like a 200 ping, because the game just isn't going to feel very good. It just isn't, you know? Maintenance in progress. 18 minutes left. Aion 2. Let's go back to that video. I like that guy's voice. He's great, man. He's so demonstrative. He's so expressive. Aion 2.
That was maybe character creation of Black Desert Online, or maybe character creation of Thrones. No problem regarding that. Like I said, I could start to play a little bit 2 different classes. I'm going to play all the classes here on servers in Taiwan, but for start, I have started to play with Chanter and Cleric. Now,
he's got a cleric named Hilarita.
You have questions probably right now about subs, about battle passes, about pay to win. I'll answer to that right away. Before that, I need to say something very important, because for any good MMORPG, one of the main elements, and I would dare to say main element, is a good combat. How is looking combat in Aion 2? Let's check it out. Like I said, combat, not a problem. And that is basically that main structure where everything is starting. You need to have a good combat in MMORPG, and
you need to have a good combat.
Now, I can already talk about beautiful graphic design. Regarding PvP and PvE, you can already check dedicated videos on my YouTube channel.
I mean, yeah, the cleric's pretty cool. I mean, I definitely feel like I might want to play a cleric again at some point, but the thing with Aion is there's so much stuff to do. Like, playing alts could be really bad. You know what I mean? Like you do not want to you do not want to get a case of altitis on Aion 2 because it takes a while to level. Like he did this video, he's like level 50. He's got 2 characters. And like he made this video 2 days ago. I wonder if he made a more recent video. Because I'd be curious to see 8 hours ago. I'd be curious to see.
Okay, guys, so moment of the truth regarding price of Battle Pass and membership.
So here he's going over the subscriptions. So let's watch this.
In Aion 2. In today's video, I will show you realistic prices over there on servers in Taiwan. As you can see, I'm right here playing Aion 2 on servers in Taiwan. And in today's video, I will show you prices for memberships, in-game memberships.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the cheap membership is like €11.93. Well, that's about $13.50 for US, right?
Every Aion member is 80 level 20.
So
some food we have here.
Yeah, so this really is nothing. I mean, who cares about what the memberships are? I mean, it's not it's easy to find out what the memberships cost. You just go to the game and click subscribe, and it's going to tell you how much it costs. So I don't know why you need to make a video on it, because it's just go into the game and click subscribe, and it has the memberships right there, and it tells you what they cost. So I don't really know why you need to make a video about that. But this is 1 day ago. I want to see.
Here we go, guys. Finally, Chanter of Aion 2. Enjoy.
Okay, so it looks like this guy's like an altaholic, because he had a cleric and he had something else, and now he's rolling a chanter. So he's got a level 3 chanter. So yeah, I'm gonna bet this guy does not have a max level character yet. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. I probably shouldn't say that. First impressions. Aion 2. Who would win? $1 billion?
It's not Korean PvP. It's Joey. Joey's a juicer though. He's a gamer.
Joey TV.
Endless Rift.
Endless Rift PvP. I wonder what Rift PvP? Is he in the...
Let's watch a little bit of this, and then we'll watch a little bit of this.
They're doing some PvP in the air, baby.
Trainee is their rank, right, guys?
Look how long he's able to stay in the air.
And what is ERE? What is the ERE?
Yeah. What's with the shitty music? That's what I want to know. A lot have been banned because of loot. Oh, you don't think that this game would be released in the Netherlands? I don't think you need a VPN as long as you have a Korean account. Anyone here know if you can play without a VPN as long as you have a Korean account? I don't know. I don't know. But why would you? I mean, I wouldn't recommend trying to play. I would not recommend trying to play Aion 2 without a VPN. Like, even if it works, they could ban your account, right? Like if they see you coming in playing their game and it looks like you're coming from like the United States or Europe, they can just 100% just, ban your account. Like right there, boom, done. They did it in Throne of Liberty. A lot of people were playing Throne of Liberty with like, Korean accounts, or they created with accounts, but then they weren't like always using VPN or whatever. But yeah, how can you even swipe on Taiwan if you're not in Taiwan? I've heard many people would get error code 1000 when trying. And then here's a person who wants to know how you can pay, how you can like spend money. So what's the Guardian class anyway? Gladiator? And I think they may Templar. Gladiator, that would be Aion. Aion. JR, what's up?
This is not a global release. This is not a global release, guys. I can get 2 more gear parts. So,
you tried to use Proton VPN and I tried Netherlands location and still blocked you only when I use Taiwan location. Well, yeah, that's the point. That's the point of a VPN. Okay, if you're going to play the game, you have to be playing from the region the game is in, right? That's the whole point, right? You're trying to fool their servers to think that you are a Thai player, right? So if you go to a VPN and your location is pointing from fucking, you know, Brussels or something, you know what I mean? It's not going to let you. That's the whole point. Like if you're using a VPN and you're not using the country where the game is, then what's the point? And why are you using the VPN then? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, come on, JR, come on. You got to use the country of the game. That's the whole point of the VPN. Because they're going to block anybody who's not in their country. That's why you're using the VPN.
So this is play the quick start, okay. Okay. Okay, so this was skill leveling.
So he's walking through how to level up skills. This is one day ago.
Right.
I don't know what's going on.
Legion title starts. Wait, what's this here?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't watch this because this guy's because he's like playing music. My stream's already demonetized because we had some shitty music from this other guy's stream coming in. Yeah, you don't have, yeah. I mean, to get the Korean account, you're gonna have to go search. Go to G2G or something, or one of those sites, and you're gonna have to buy an account. There was someone in my stream earlier who was talking about buying a Korean account. Yeah, you can buy them. You just gotta be, it's a crapshoot, man. You never know if what you get's gonna be very good, if it's gonna last, and yeah, I mean, I got my Korean account for Throne of Liberty, and I've had it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, and it's worked ever since. So I know I had another account like way back in the day, but that one doesn't work anymore. But more because not that it doesn't work. I don't even know. I don't even know what that account is anymore. I mean, that was probably like 8 years ago or something. Oh man, I got some coffee here, don't I? Yeah. Oh my god, why was I drinking Mountain Dew when I had this coffee? Because this coffee is a hell of a lot better than that Mountain Dew. Damn, that's good coffee. So, how about, what do we got coming down the pipeline? Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert could be a pretty fun game. This is a month ago. Is there anything more recent? Here's an exclusive preview. Let's take a look at this. Crimson Desert really isn't an MMO. It's more of a single-player game.
Crimson Desert was first revealed.
But it looks like it's going to be like, this is one of those single-player games that I actually would like to play. It's kind of like because it looks really good.
World. Across that period, developer Pearl Abyss has shown off a huge array of ideas, mechanics, and boss battles. It's frequently been cited as something of an everything game. An open world adventure with sky islands, mechanical dragons, wrestling moves, interdimensional gateways, interacting elemental effects, and even a Spider-Man web swing. But the more that's been revealed, the more there's been the sense that Crimson Desert may be a lot of pieces in need of a whole. Finding that complete picture was my main objective when I visited Pearl Abyss's studio in Seoul for this month's IGN First. And while I can't say I found it yet, multiple hours of hands-on playtime has revealed a game that's maybe not as strange as you'd expect. In fact, Crimson Desert feels pretty straightforward.
I don't know, actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, now I forgot that they were going to be doing this type of combat, that they were going to be doing this type of a UI. I'm not sure if I'll play, I don't know if I can play Crimson Desert, we'll see. But actually, the game that I was most excited for was the Horizon Steel Frontiers, and it looked so good. It looked so good, and then it's mobile, right? Like, the Horizon franchise, like, if they could have gone with an MMO in, like, the Horizon world, I would have been so sold, because I love the Horizon world. It's a fantastic world. It's got a great story. Like, the story behind the world of Horizon Zero Dawn is great. The graphics are, it's just kind of, it gets stylized, but it's nice, right? But the way they went with the Horizon Steel Frontiers, it's a mobile game. So they screwed it right off the bat because it's a mobile game. But then they went more like Monster Hunter. Like they went like, it just feels like Monster Hunter is all it is. Monster Hunter mobile. Actually, you know what's probably better to watch than this? Because who cares about about mobile, like a Monster Hunter fucking mobile game, right? Take a look at me playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm sure there's probably footage of me. Here I am playing Horizon. A 6-hour stream, by the way. This is me playing Horizon Zero Dawn on the ultra hard mode, like which is like the most difficult mode. Which, by the way, is fucking hard if you haven't tried it. See if we can get like, I mean, I got my ass kicked quite a bit in this combat, but it was fun. I love these rope wires. Check this out. Be able to climb some of the things I can climb. I love these, like, so I use that to my advantage. These like ropes that you climb over. They're really cool. There's like enemies all around me. See, there's an enemy right there. He's gonna shoot at me. He's already aggroed to bastard. Me. He's already shooting at me. Oh no! I didn't mean to fall off, I don't think. Oh, run away! Ooh, nice shot. That was a nice hit. Right on his face. Shit. Just like... I'm immediately trying to hide. Oh, he's gonna see me. Yep. We got trouble! Run away! Run away! Oof. Go to ground. Holy, look at, oh my god! Crap. Oh shit, no! I am surrounded by enemies. This guy's gonna... Stop! Oh no.
I can get out of this.
Oof. Anyway, so what I wanted to see was this world in an MMO. Man, this world in an MMO would have been so cool. Horizon Zero Dawn is got really cool day-night cycle, really cool combat. These guys are just trying to get to me, but they don't want to cross the river. So you can kind of glitch out the pathing in this game a little bit that way. Well, sort of. This guy's starting to cross. Oh, that was a stupid panicky-looking shot right there. You playing the Marvel? Oh, here we go. And then I fell in the water. Water is always bad. Yeah, you don't want to fight in the water. Nope. Like most MMOs. Dude, you just gotta play Phoenix, man. Phoenix. We could have done that. Shit, we could have played some Marvel while we waited, but I didn't really want to. Aloy.
Oh, useful.
First you send a Rana back to me, and now you've got the spear. When I first called out to you for help, I didn't even know if you'd speak to me.
I'm starting to think the maintenance is going to be extended. I shot myself in the foot. Last 2 times they did maintenance, it ended early. This time it looks like it's going all the way down to the wire here, and I've never gone all the way down to 0 on one of these countdowns, so I'm kind of worried that it's going to get extended. I never played Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I'll have to check out Scarlet Witch if you think it's better than Phoenix. But yeah. Oh man, I'm so sick of every time I try to play. Like, all weekend this weekend I've tried to play this game and I just have not been able to. Like yesterday there was a big maintenance that interrupted my playtime. Today I had to do stuff for my wife. Finally, when I got a chance to play, I played 30 minutes, boom, maintenance. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, definitely, JR. I don't. That's why I played Phoenix and I played a few others and I didn't like them as much as Phoenix, so I always went back to Phoenix. And I was kind of almost resigned to the fact that I was like, this is just going to be my main. But if you think Scarlet Witch is better, but it's similar playstyle but better. The only thing with Phoenix that I didn't like, I liked her movement ability. She had good movement, but her stuff is pretty hit scan. So her like long ranged shot, you have to have good aim. So. Oh, theoretically, we have 1 minute and 26 seconds left. What do you think the chances are that we'll be able to log into the game in 1 minute and 22 seconds? I think it's pretty small. Yeah, Phoenix had an AoE, yep. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Phoenix definitely had an AoE. 1 minute and 10 seconds. She has a strong AoE too. Phoenix does. It's actually pretty strong. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what's going to happen, guys. Okay, this is like, everybody knows. I mean, some people know, some people don't know. My life right now, outside of video gaming, outside of streaming, is a complete mess right now. Ever since my wife's mother had a stroke and almost died, my wife has been pretty much a disaster. She's been so depressed. She's been taking care of her mom. Like every day, my wife goes and spends all day taking care of her mom, basically. And when she comes home, she's broken. I mean, she's just, because it kills her. It kills her to see her mom can't even eat on her own. Her mom can't get up and go to the bathroom on her own. Her mom can't even stand on her own. So it just kills my wife, right? So that's been a huge amount of stress on her, which, unfortunately translates into a lot of stress on me. Our life right now has been very, very, very difficult. Look, 0 left. And, start game. Hey, here we go. But what's going to happen is my wife's mother is going home from the rehabilitation place next week. Theoretically, she should be. My wife says she's going home, and I think it's the 26th, which I believe is like Wednesday. So my wife is going to move in with her mother because she wants to take care of her mother because someone needs to be there. Her dad is too old and can't do it. So what that means is I'm probably going to have a lot more free time than I normally have. So you may see me playing a lot more games starting at the end of next week, just simply because my wife's not going to be here. She's going to be at her mom's house. So I don't know how long she's going to live with her mom, probably a couple months. We don't really know. We've talked about it, but we're just not sure yet. We're trying to get to the point where her mom can kind of be on her own 2 feet again, Yeah, I appreciate that, Doc. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, hopefully, I just want her mom to get to the point where she doesn't need my wife to be there all the time, Well, I've got good reactions, JR. Have you ever seen me play high level PvP in retail WoW? You'll see some pretty quick reactions. The problem is it isn't the reactions that get me, JR, in the Marvel. It's the aim, It's my FPS game's gone. I don't play FPS anymore, so it's just I can't hit anything. You're like, did we stream that? I don't know if I know I did play it on stream one time, but I don't know if I called it Marvel. I mean, I was terrible because I couldn't hit shit. What is it called? Marvel? Let me just type in Marvel. No.
I can't pay rent with these things. One's a pumpkin, and these Asgardian coins, they're not worth anything.
In Asgard, these coins are worth a gazillion human dollars, okay? There's a gazillion, you're rich. There's a gazillion. Gazillion.
No one will exchange these.
Go to the market, set up a store,
Yeah.
and write
Yeah.
Asgardian ware. Previously owned by Thor. I'm a celebrity that will sell like hotcakes.
You might need to think about getting a job.
job. Serious?
Yeah.
I have a job. Do you know what my job is? I save the planet.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get a job.
I have a job.
Really? Hitting the machine with the words that come out of it. Oh, this is knowledge. Knowledge is power. No, it's not. Knowledge is not power. That's power. The brain is a muscle. And that's a muscle. And that's a muscle. And they are all muscles. This is all muscle. So I am covered in brains. And I have more brains than you.
You see Venom? Yeah. If we could get, like... Yeah, you're not going to see, like, my reflexes on this game because, unfortunately, we're at a 200 ping. So I'm clicking buttons and there's a delay on everything, which sucks, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm terrible. When I played Marvel, superheroes, whatever, I mean, I was pretty bad. I had a couple games where I get, quite a few kills, but I was pretty awful. I mean, come on. And of course, now I've got to do this dungeon again. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to do create room, and we're going to say, let's see if it's laggy like it was. I'm hoping it's not laggy like it was last time. Shady's room, right? And we're going to say private, and we're going to say create room. And so what we're doing is it looks like a dungeon that normally they want you to do a group for, but fuck that. We're going to do it solo. Yeah, I was actually at the final boss on this dungeon when the server went into maintenance. So I actually did this whole dungeon except for the final boss fight, which I had the guy down to 80%, down to 20% life. I was like almost done, and then the server went into maintenance mode. So it's like, fuck. So now we got to do it again. All right. All right.
실험차한테 들키면 끝까지 쫓아온다고. 어디에 버리자. 괜찮다고.
I don't know how you could say high-end Marvel's more skillful than Overwatch. Like, how could you even say that? Because they're pretty much... I mean, an FPS is an FPS is an FPS. All of them are going to be very, very high skill at higher levels. So I don't know how you could really say it's more skilled than Overwatch. Like, what makes it more skillful than Overwatch? It's just fast. Okay, well, yeah. Well, I mean, they're so toxic. The problem with those games is, unless they've blocked chat, like how they do in like Fortnite, is they're so fucking toxic. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can go to this part of the game. Can I? No, not yet. Gotta do this first, I guess. Yeah, I gotta kill this dude first.
저기 하루콘이 있다고. 배 치우라고.
Boom! I kicked your ass. See you later. Take a seat. He's the easy boss. The other one's way more difficult. That's the easy boss. Hey, Apples. Yeah, thanks, Apples. Yeah, that boss is a lot easier.
바닥의 함정은 잘 피해가라.
Ooh. Is this the tough dude? I can't remember. Oof, I don't remember. What's this? Okay, cool.
크라우 봉인 수호자를 처치해야 안쪽 문의 봉인이 열린다고.
Oh no, this isn't the tough dude. Strong. He's a strong. All right, this guy's a pain in the ass, guy. This is the one we almost killed last. This one is a pain in the ass. Okay, that's not working. Okay, that didn't work. I thought maybe we could try to stick in the middle, but that's not gonna work. Oh! Oh, he got me. Oh, nice one. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that one. Oh shit, I'm gonna get hit by that one. Fuck me. Got no dodge left. Shit. Okay, fine. Oh my god, he almost killed me with that ability. Oh my god. Come on, bro. Come on, run! Get the hell out of there! You're gonna die! Jesus. Holy shit, we're almost dead. I'm just like, I'm just running because I have like no health and no way to restore my health either. Oh my god, grab the red orb! Run! Come on, dog. Get out of there! Run away! Run away! Oof. Oh, here it comes. I knew it was coming. You going down, bro? Or maybe not. You don't have any good gap closers. There's like no... You don't have any good gap closers on this character. That's the one thing that really sucks. Condense. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Ooh. Reward collected. Nice. Rewards already collected. Oops, sorry. Just want to make sure we have enough room. Now what do we do? Rewards already collected. Oh, okay, well, what do we do now? Are we done with the dungeon? Do we leave? I think we leave. It says, well, it says 1 of 4. What does that mean? If you see up here, see it says 1 of 4. So I don't really know what that means. Oh, it says... I mean, according to the quest log, we've done everything. I mean, according to this. I wish there was a way to like, see more of the map. Oh, sweet! I didn't even fucking know this was here. Holy shit! Oh, all right. It looks like we haven't been here. To the weather binding incomplete. Let's try going to here. Teleport. So they support teleport within the dungeons, which is kind of interesting. Now, it looks like we haven't gone, let's see, to this way, right? Yeah, okay, let's go this way. No, actually, I have been here before, right? Oh, we gotta go this way. I just want to make sure we cleared everything. Here to the weathered testing ground. See, I don't think we haven't interacted with this. All right, once binding complete teleportation to this. Oh, okay, so it's just all that was enabled us to teleport to this location within the dungeon. But I mean, dude, I mean, look how, come on, look at these graphics. Look at these graphics. They're pretty damn good. They are not bad. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so let's do leave dungeon. So that, they wanted me to do that dungeon as a group, and I actually just did it solo. So that's good that we can do some of these dungeons solo. Now, there's an option in chat to, how do I open up chat? See how it's all Korean? Well, when people are talking, we can actually auto-translate. Please add me as a friend if you want to play the game with me. I'm from the United States. Can you guys read this? Is there like another... Hey everyone. Shady here from good old Florida. Look, what is this? Add me as a friend. 21 spots left. If you send it, I'll get all of them. Anyone who wants to, what is it with all these people saying they want you to add to their friends list? Anyone who wants to add friends, please send me add friend. What? What is it with all these people who just saying add friend? This sounds like some sort of like weird, you know, like weird shit. Friend request received. Why are people trying to add me as a friend? I don't know what's going on, man. These are some creepy Koreans. I exposed myself. Oh, you know, maybe that's what it is. Because everybody's... Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's like an achievement. So how do we find... Someone sent me a friend request. Maybe it's up here. No? Okay, somewhere in here there's going to be... like social, maybe? Social, friends, mail, manage friends. Here we go. Manage requests. Okay. You're now friends with this person. So, I don't know. There must be some sort... yeah, there must be some sort of, like, achievement. Alright. Very cool. So what I've been doing is I've just been going to the map, and anywhere you see a question mark, see these yellow question marks? All of these yellow question marks are dungeons, like are like little solo dungeons. So you get stuff by doing them. Like you get like these wings. For example, like if you go to here, I'll sign on. If you go to oops, sorry about that. If you go to substance morph and go to wings, you can actually create your own wings. And you create wings by getting these feathers, right? So right now I have 17 feathers. So I don't know. These basically source link. I don't know if there's anything better about these wings than my wings, for example. I mean, I'm hoping that they have like a longer flight time or something. But if you do those dungeons, the question marks, usually the dungeons, when you complete them, you get a wing. So you see I've got 17. So I need 53 more. So there's a lot of dungeons. I don't know if there's 53 more dungeons, but there's a lot. I mean, look. Look, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, there's a bunch, right? So that's kind of one of the things I've been doing is just kind of going around and you can just click on these question marks and just say go, right? And it'll take you there, and then you can go do the dungeon. Press for a green card. Oh, wait, there's a feather. We need the feathers. You want to grab all the feathers because you can turn the feathers in here. Okay, get the feathers, and then you want to go to here, this, and this is the Verderon monolith. You turn your feathers into this. Once you get like a bunch, when you have like 30 or 50 or 60 feathers, go here and just, you can turn them in or something. There's a different word for it, but they'll give you like, I think stats, like increase it. They'll make you stronger, basically. You will be strong. You'll be strong in the Lord. Look. Okay, so yeah, they're doing achievements. So let's see. This person said, please add me as a friend. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to. I can't get my cursor free. There we go. Okay, I don't know how to do it. How to add somebody. That was good. That was a good. Hey Nox, that was a good call though, saying that it was an achievement. I didn't think of that.
슈거 녀석들에게 단단히 걸린 줄 알았는데.
Ooh, I get upgraded weapons.
챙겨야 할 게 많고.
Nice.
이제 고치룡을 만날 수.
Ooh. Whoa. Achievement unlocked. Achievement unlocked. Rare gear 2. Okay, what is this? Oh. Yeah. A rift is open. A rift has appeared at the destroyed abyss gate. Not just that, but the rift leads you to somewhere else. That's not Verderon. Ooh. Damn.
돌이켜 생각해보니 신기하단 말이다.
신기하다.
를 통해 가게 베르테론에서 볼 수 없는 생물과 환경이었으니만 늪지에서 본 숙정령이나 어그린트 같은 것들 대박. 너도 궁금하지 않냐?
Deva, aren't you curious?
거긴 왜 베르테론과 빛 역시 직접 확인해보는 방법밖에.
Oh. Some good rewards for these quests, whatever they are.
최근에 발견한 새로운 장소에서 마법을 쓰는 대바들에게 대바가 변이된 놈들의 도끼를 수집.
Boy, space-time rift. Oh boy. Alright, so we got an upgraded item here. 28. I'm gonna equip that. Dance. Give it a few enhancements. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, wait. Why is no. Why is it taking such a long way to get there? No. Parkour! Parkour! Oh, parkour! I love it.
고치룡은
그렇지 않당. 내가 소개해주면
어차피 가는 길이니 부탁을 듣. 우리는
얘기 끝났으면. 이쪽이다, 냥냥. 물자 상자당. 비어있는 상자당 냥냥. 새 대가리들이 우리 다 들고 가 짐을 다 회수해서.
Yeah, from what unless you can still get on the Taiwan server, but you got to use a VPN. You got to use a VPN like ExitLag or something.
빼앗긴 물건을 빨리 찾아라 냥냥. 다리에서 만나는 거다. 갸른. 빼앗긴 물건을 빨리 찾아라 냥냥. 다리에서 만나는 거다. 갸른. 아울라우 털들이 떨어져 있고 어쩔 수 없다.
걸려들었다니.
The hell?
도와줘서 고마. 일단 강을 건너자냐. 북부 정류장에서 만나는 거다. 냥냥.
Whoa. The hell? The hell just happened?
덕분에 비싼 물건 제법. 상단 본부는
Ooh, my first blue item. The Renegade Breastplate. Ooh. Nice. This game's lengthy. Lots to do. Beautiful river. Alright, let me check the NFL score. I'm sure my team lost. Let's see. ESPN, NFL scores. Steelers lost. I'm sure they lost. Steelers lost 31-28. Those bastards. Bengals lost. Ravens won. Oh man. Ah well. Oh, you bastard. Hmm. I like the bubbles. I like bubbles. Gold. Gold. Interesting. Man. It is pretty it's a grindy game though. I think it's amazing, like the first time I saw some videos of this game and they're like, oh yeah, you can level to max level in 2 days. I'm like, I don't know how the hell anybody could level to max level in 2 days. Like if you just like didn't do anything but just the main story quest, like non-stop for like 48 hours straight, I still don't think you'd be level 45. Like I don't know how Kanan's level 45. Like, I mean there's a lot of people that are level 45, but they're like definitely no lifing it, right? How did I brief traps? So I don't know how to form statements with love for you. A time shall sink in a dark shadow. Okie dokie. That was an easy one. Oh, so it's not that the dungeons give you the stat increase. Actually, what it is the title. I think they give you titles for doing these. Let's see if that was a title. I don't even remember what it said. There's just too many. See, we're using Time Walker. Yeah, this is the one that we just got, the Air of Eternity. We just got that title for completing that dungeon. So it's not that the dungeons are giving you stat increases. What's happening is the dungeons are giving you titles that if you equip those titles, you can get increases. But I like the back attack crit, defense bonus, and then the combat speed. What is this? Oh, so I guess I got an upgraded item from doing that quest. I got lucky, it looks like. So it looks like this is level 1 to 4 players. This is the one that I did. I did this solo. And I got lucky because I got the blue weapon. Okay, interesting. And I think you can do this. It looked like you could do it like 4 times. I'm guessing that's what's going on. Achievements. Journal. These are these crazy things that I have to do. Where are these at? I don't even know where these are on the map. Talk to Hithawan at the Dawn Legion base. Legion base, Dawn Legion base. These are all Dawn Legion base, which should be... Okay, attendance. Oh, attendance reward. I keep getting more and more mails from these guys. Every time they do like a maintenance, you get like stuff, I think. Yeah. But what I'm looking for is another one of those ones that lets me... Somewhere along the line, they gave me like a full like character recreation ticket where I could go back to the character creator and like, you know, I mean, not a character recreator, but you know what I mean, I could go and like change the look of my character, which was pretty cool. I'm getting tired, guys. I think this auto pathing is work for this quest. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm tired. I'm getting tired. This game's grindy, man. It's like it's not really grindy, but it's definitely repetitive. So I can see where you could get tired in this game just because you're kind of like doing the same things. I think, but there's just so much to do. I mean, it's more like I feel like I'm playing Guild Wars 2 almost, where it's like map completion. It's like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. You know, it's just constant like going through the map and like completing like everything. Like, how big is the map? I mean, we've explored just this little section, so we still have like, I'm assuming up to here, and then down to here, and then down to here. So it looks like we explored maybe like a third of the map, maybe? Which kind of makes sense because we're level 25. Yeah. But anyways, I'm out of here. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, and I will catch you next time. Whether we play this or something else, I don't know. We'll see. But this is one of those games where I think for me anyways, it's more like chill. I just go in and kind of play for a few hours, just chill, do some stuff. I don't think I could ever really like hardcore play Aion 2 because man, you'd like to keep. Well, the thing is to keep up with like the top level players and stuff in this game, you would have to put in some serious time. You know what I mean? Or you'd have to be swiping that credit card. You know, like there's no way I can keep up with the people that are really putting in a lot of time. So. But I love my character. I think she looks totally badass. I'm just really curious to see how strong she gets. Like right now, she's got you can see her gear score is 432, but it's very expensive to enchant. So, you know, as I'm going through and like, you know, I've just been enchanting stuff like +2, +3. I did do some of my jewelry higher enchants just because I figure I'll probably have these items a little bit longer than some other of these other items. I don't want to spend too much time enchanting low-level gear because I just won't have it for very long. In fact, it's possible I shouldn't even be enchanting at all, but I think it's nice to enchant and see, you know, to get that item level up. So we'll see. We have a lot of, you know, we have 20,435 enhancement stones, so, you know, we have quite a bit. How many of these do we need? Substance morph. Let me trade this substance morph real quick. I don't know if I have enough to do that item. Look at this noble bell. What is this? 4. I have 19 of 140. Oh, so we got these loot. So these create like another set of wings. These a statue of exquisite detail and refined elements, adding grace style to any space. So apparently there's housing in this game because this is a statue. So apparently this game has housing as well. I still haven't figured out what these do. These Odely energy. I don't really know what these are for. Like when you go to my inventory, I've got I don't know what these are for. It says can be used to activate the Odile energy cube that appears when you clear an expedition, transcendent, or sanctuary. I don't think I've ever done any of these things. So these you can just use. These are just Devanian points. So you just use them. And then the Devanian points just give you like rewards, I think. So if you go into here. So while you get these points, you can go down this board. I guess eventually you'll probably just have this thing maxed out, I would imagine. I don't really know. There's different trees, though. I didn't notice this until now. We've unlocked the Zekel tree, so maybe we should take a look at some of these other abilities, like survival, willpower, and then the ones in the corners are the biggest. Look at this, damage tolerance 5%, damage boost, tolerance boost. And this is ferocious strike, warding, and let's see, block pain. So I'll go here. Damage tolerance. Yeah, so these boards it just feels like you just fill them up. I think somebody in a review said they're kind of stupid because there's no like rhyme or reason to them. Yeah. Essence extraction. so we can level these up. And oh, we haven't looked at our skills in a while. We probably have skills we can upgrade. Actually, shit, we don't. We have no skills that we can upgrade. We have no skill points. But what I was talking about was there's these passive skills, and you can see some of these I've ranked up more than others, like this one. Fury, increase the caster and party members' attack by, I'm focusing more on defense. So here's, this one's up to 7. When HP is 50% or less, receive Guarding Seal, which blocks 2,702 damage. So this gives me like a damage bubble, you know, like a set protective bubble. And this one here, receive Block Pain for 3 seconds. When struck by an enemy, remove Block Pain at 10 stacks. And receive Resilience. Resilience increases damage tolerance. So I'm assuming this is just, I don't know what Block Pain is. Receive Block Pain for 3 seconds. I don't really know what Block Pain does. It doesn't really say what it does. It says it's a buff. But it doesn't really say. And then there's the one that I put a lot of points into was this one, which just increases my health and increases the healing I receive. So I thought that was really good for a tank. And this one I only did to 3. Increase block by 200 and restore HP on successful block. I actually should probably bump this one up a lot because I do block quite a bit. And one of the ways I block is this ability here. See, deals damage to enemies. It doesn't say anything about block though. It says increases its threat. I just feel like this one blocks a lot. I don't know, like when I'm doing this, when I'm fighting somebody, I'll throw this in and go backwards, and it just feels like I block a lot when I do that, so I don't know. So putting points into regenerating my health when I block seems like it could be pretty useful. And then here's the subscription. You can go here and say collect all rewards. And we got some interesting stuff. So you get rewards for upgrading your Deva abilities or whatever. We get a chest in here somewhere, let's see. These usually give us pets, you know. This one's going to give us weird stuff. It says, obtain one of the following. Yeah, so I got another pet, one that I don't have already. And this one says, for the power to draw out the latent potential within the soul. Increases the binding rate of already bound gear. I don't really know what that means. I'm just assuming it makes your gear stronger, but I don't really understand what increasing the binding rate of an already bound gear through soul binding. What does that even mean? It's like talking a different language, man, because I have no idea what that means. Here, an item that can unlock the secret of essence extraction. I don't really know how this unlocks the secret. So. A lucky ore used when combining skins. Increases the probability of a common skin being combined into a higher grade. Not really sure what that does. Or like why you would do that. Why would you do something to a skin? A skin's just cosmetic, so that's confusing. There's a lot of stuff in the game I don't understand. Some of it's translation too. Some of the translations are a little bit weird. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. See you, Doc. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. See you, anybody who's in the chat. Most people probably bored to death watching me play, but I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Peace out. T2.org. I'll probably stream again later tonight. I'll probably stream again later. It seems like the crafting, like I want to do crafting, but it seems like the crafting's locked behind like level progression. So it feels like you can't like unlock higher levels of craft. Kind of like World of Warcraft, you know, like when you can't like be like 225 to 300 skill unless you're at least like level, what is it, 25 or something? 25 or 30? Maybe it's 35, I can't remember. But the same thing seems to go here. It seems to go here where it feels like you can't unlock some of the higher level craftings. Like I haven't been able to unlock gathering past what I'm at now. Like I'm professional, I'm like maxed out on gathering skill, and I don't know how to unlock it to the next level. So I don't know if it's just I have to reach a certain level and they're going to give me a quest or what. I have no idea. So And that's something was trying. I might just Google it. Maybe I'll find like an article online. I'll do some research here when I'm offline. I'm gonna get a little bite to eat and just chill for a bit. I gotta let the dog out. I gotta feed the animals, actually, the cat and the dog have to get fed. And